Here comes another.
We are live here on VCMG, and we welcome you to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. Today's the day that Mercury comes out of retrograde. Go figure. There's a few technical things going on all around us, and we're really not sure why. But we are here anyhow to connect with all of you all across the nation. And we welcome your phone calls. We welcome the connections at 866-972-7247. Now's the time to take advantage of all the phone calls that we can take on this fabulous night till 9 p.m. We are going to be together. And as we journey through this transition, we talk about rocking the boat. And rock the boat, baby, don't tip it over. Well, there's a reason why we have to be careful what we do. Because we might be in the boat of life, just going down the waters, heading to our destination. But sometimes we get impatient. We don't know what to do next, and we feel like we need to force something. As humans, we have a really difficult time staying still in the boat, just waiting for our arrival onto shore. So sometimes we rock the boat of life and we forget to think how the universe has put us in a place that we need to be. And we just need to be perfect and still. And we need to understand that there's so many things that we can choose to do while we're on the boat. And while we are moving in that direction of destiny, what do we need to do? We need to be still. And we need to think about where are we going. It's like to be there even if we don't know exactly how we're going to get there. The current has picked us up. The universe is moving us. And we really don't feel as if we can connect to our destiny. So how does it work? How can we in the days of our lives every day not rock the boat? Well, being human like you, I can assure you, it's not easy. Rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby. Don't tip it over. We get filled with our own need to succeed, our own personality tries to drive us and take us to other places in our destiny other than the desired location of the final destination. And we get ourselves sidetracked and we don't have the strength to stay still in the ways of knowing that the universe has our back. Everything we need to do is lined up for us. Everything we need to do is orchestrated. And we need to just take in what the universe gives us. How many of you have felt as if you were maybe at your job and feeling uncomfortable and not feeling appreciated, feeling as if you were out of sorts? And so you took it upon yourself to say, I'm not getting recognized here, and I've been waiting 3 months. Why don't I have what I need? Why haven't I gotten recognized? Why don't I have that promotion? Why does it look like everyone else is getting something more than me? And so we get into our personality, our little temper tantrum moment, and we decide that's it. I'm out. Sometimes you quit. Sometimes you begin to look for another job. And then you hand in your resignation, and they say, oh, we're really sorry to see you go. We were getting ready to announce you to that position, that promotion, next month. We wish you the best of luck at your next job. And then you think to yourself, snap, snap, I should have waited. I could have waited. But we're not able to allow ourselves the patience to let things unfold. We want what we want when we want it. So how many of you who have shared experiences with us in this journey of life have been in that position? Or maybe it's a relationship. Maybe it's something that is difficult for you to navigate and you're feeling uncomfortable. What do you do then? How do you move yourself towards what you want? It's not an easy road to sit and be still and let the universe take over. But what we have learned is that life will show you where you need to be if you're looking, if you're being observant, if you're learning how life can change, life can move just for you. You see, there's a thought process that you put out into the universe, unbeknownst to you. Sometimes it's of your dissatisfaction, and sometimes it's of what you really want in life. And when it's your dissatisfaction, you send this flare up into the universe that says, I'm not happy. And the universe has you exactly where you need to be because the universe knows, the divine knows, your angels know that there's something right on that path straight ahead. You just haven't gotten there yet. So what happens in this journey? You lose your patience. You feel uncomfortable. And in that uncomfortability, you take yourself off course. And by taking yourself off course, it is then that you find that you're somewhere you really didn't want to be. And now you're caught in what appears to be a mess, appears to be a crisis in your life. But everything was there. You just couldn't see it yet. Impatience in the human being is something we need to wrestle, overcome. Impatience is something that doesn't allow us to be free, to allow the universe to move forward and take us where we need to go. In this journey, it's important that every one of you take stock in where you are now. After all, we're in a new year. The planets have been retrograde and they're all starting to pop on out. But according to technology around here, it might not be so easy. But we trust they'll work through that. And after all, there's always something to be learned and gleaned from every experience, even the most uncomfortable. So we're coming into this new year when we've been stepping out of a lot of uncomfortability. So where have you been uncomfortable in 2021? Where have you been uncomfortable in 2022? I can imagine where you were uncomfortable in 2020. We all were kind of shut up together. But it's okay, because as you look at where you are at this moment and you choose to move forward to create something new, you have to remember to let go so that you can have what you want. Letting go means you don't know every single thing that's going to happen along the way, and you learn to trust, you learn to allow, you learn to have the divine intervene on your behalf, and you trust. Sometimes in a session, I'll tell someone, you know, Spirit tells me this is going to happen. And they share the inside scoop, and I share it with the person, and the first response is usually, how's that going to happen, Sarah? In my head, I'm like, darned if I know, but I know Spirit will handle it. So you have that power to make a shift and a change. You have that power to allow the universe to support you rather than you create the wobble and rock the boat and tip the boat over. You see, it's an opportunity for you. It's a moment in time when you can make a change and choose to surrender and allow things to move forward. So, where in your life are you rocking the boat? Where in your life are you beginning to tip it over? And how can we regain your balance and see where we're going to end up at the end of this month of January, first month in the 2023 year? Where would you like to be? Before we know it, it will be the end of January. And I know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, each one of you is going to be tested. And why do I know that? Because the universe is asking you to break those patterns, and all of your angels and guides are trying to prepare you to have the best experience possible and not feel tied, limited, less than, not good enough, not feel as if you can't concentrate on what you really want because you're so distracted by the outside chatter and noise of everyone who tells you how it could be or shouldn't be, and therefore you just can't move forward. You are in a beautiful place coming into 2023 when you learn to surrender and open up to new possibilities. I do believe we'd like to take a commercial, and we welcome your phone calls at 866-972-7247. You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we welcome your phone calls. Give us your comments on Facebook, share the page, share the light, and share our experience with everyone you know, because we're here to make a difference and literally change the world. And but we have that opportunity to make the change. So stay with us, everyone. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then we back.
Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robes Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guest alone, and not those of Vic Canales Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next 2 hours of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussions to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another 2 hours to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
And we are back. Yes, indeed. The world is changing, and so are some things at the radio station. But they got it worked out. And they're changing how they're doing things, and I think they've got it fixed. So if you were driving in your car saying, I know I was going to listen to Sarah Spiritual, and I know I was going to listen to her monologue, and there we have all this music going on, then look at us now. We're still working through the kinks. But you can't make this up, can you? So when they get ready to turn the music down, we're going to go to our phone lines at 866-972-7247. It's really interesting here. So if Dan can hear me, I really want Dan to shut the music, please, Dan.
We can't walk the way.
There we go. Oh, as much as I like the sound of my own voice at sometimes, that's enough of that. So, Mercury, you got us through the whole transition. And we didn't even have a blemish, a spot on us. But I believe we had to have a spot today. So here we are with all of you live. And lucky for us, we have 2 hours to answer phone calls at 866-972-7247. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah at 95.3, 96.9, 1470 AM, 95.9, and 106.9. And let's not forget 103. HD3. So we are connecting with all of you across the nation. And I got an interesting surprise in the mail. So those of you might want to listen up, because those of you on the listening audience in the car, on the radio, those of you on our Facebook page, you're going to be the first to know this bit of information. So apparently, I didn't know there's a contest. Yes, there's a contest. A contest for what, you would say, Sarah Spiritual? Well, there's a contest apparently for the best of the best. And then when I heard there's a contest for best of the best, I always associated that with restaurants. So on Friday afternoon when the mail came, I was done with my day and I was going through the mail at the center, at the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm, and there's this big envelope, and I'm thinking, what is this? Part of me was thinking, it's got to be junk mail. Why am I getting a big envelope for? And lo and behold, and hopefully we can see this in the camera, I'm going to hold it up for all of you first, right in front of my face, right? So this says that according to the best of the best, and I will read it to you, voted by visitors in Palm Beach and people in Palm Beach County, we were awarded, we meaning me and my spirit team, 2022 Best of Palm Beach County winner, Best Psychic Medium. So whoever voted, whoever's been listening to the show and shared their opinion, whoever subscribes to the best of the best, whoever visited us here in South Florida, I want to thank you for nominating me. And because of that, we have been chosen to be the best psychic medium in Palm Beach County. So that's our big announcement. So of course Mercury retrograde had to mess with us and try to murk it up, right? Something was trying to rock the boat. Don't rock the boat, baby, rock the boat. Don't tip the boat over, right? Well, we didn't tip over. Thanks to the radio station for getting it together and rerouting the sound. I couldn't hear them. They couldn't hear me, but apparently my friends on Facebook heard me and those of you in the car. So we apologize for any, disturbance in the beginning of the show, but rest assured the spirit team is here, all of my guides, my angels, and we are here to answer your questions. And please give us your questions on Facebook. Give us your questions on YouTube. We will be going to your questions on Facebook and YouTube. And if you'd be so kind, share the page, share the light, share the love. We're here to make a difference. The world is changing now. So if the world is changing, isn't it time for us all to make a difference in our own lives and make a change? And time for us to listen to our heart. So we're going to go to our phone lines, and I've got to go to Sandy. And Sandy is in Boca. Sandy, how are you tonight? Good to have you here with us, Sandy. So this is a good test. Hopefully Sandy can hear us, and we can hear Miss Sandy. Sandy, can you hear us?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I
Hello?
hear you. Yes, I do. I know we're all like, hello, hello. I feel like I'm having a New York moment. Hold on. Hello, darling. Are you there? Hello? Hello? Right? It's that feeling of like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. But you know what? They say the show must go on. Thank goodness I have a lot of theater training. Because when you're on a live stage and stuff starts to go south, you got to just keep going no matter what. So here we are, Miss Sandy. Good to have you on board. Have you called the show before?
I have. Last year, a couple times, I had funerals, but I called a couple times. But you did my angel reading and guide reading for me.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I remember that. So good to have you back here. And Sandy, what is your question for us here in 2023 as we bring in this new year? What's your question for us?
My question is, who's around me spiritually, because like I said, I'm not trying to rock my boat. I'm trying to have smooth sailing.
Yes, and you don't want to tip your boat over, because this year really represents for you this financial shift and work and career, bringing something to a head, like something big is coming for you. Have you been doing your best to anticipate a next move for your career?
Well, not yet. I mean, I started this new job I had since, I want to say, May of 2022, which was perfect timing. And,
Right.
you know, I'm confident because everybody, you know, the job I do, it's not an easy job. Nobody wants to take it. So, you know, it's a tough job, but, you know, I have
Somebody's got to
backbone.
do
So
it.
I
Yeah.
do like my job. Exactly.
So, you know, this is a year for you to grow. And when I look at the year taking you closer to your birthday, whatever the uptrend may be for you in your career, there's some new level coming. So you started a new job. This new job will have opportunity for you. So I want you to be open for that, because my guides make me very much aware of the fact that work and career success is coming for you. Now, when I look at the team around you, the first energy that I see is Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael is the angel of protection. And he's with you. And then when I open up the energy even further, I'm in this energy of transformation. I'm in this energy of a guidance from a guide who is here to move you through these changes personally that you've been working through. And actually, as I'm talking to you, I'm hearing an echo of myself in my ear. So maybe I can get them to turn on. It's a Mercury retrograde moment, and I really need to hear spirit. So if someone on our team here can at least see if we can turn on the... Let's see if we could turn on the speaker here for us. Because this headphone here is not working for me. But if I take it off, I can't hear you. So let's see what we can...
I hear an echo.
Yeah, you hear an echo too. So we've got an echo. So that's all right. We'll work around it. So we're going to turn on the speaker. I'm going to see if that'll work a little better for me. And let's see how we're doing. All right. So Sandy, it's going to continue, but let me work with you, because I have here this energy of a loved one on the other side, and that's why it's really important that I don't have an echo, because I'm trying to hear feel the connection of them. There's female energy standing around you, and she is showing me much love and support for you. She's making me, actually she's making me a heart. She's showing me a heart. She's standing in the position above you as if she's connected above the mother's side of the family, making me feel as if she's in the mother's position above the mother. So I'm in the grandmother's position. She's kind of taking me through. Sandy, grandmother has passed, please? Yes?
Yeah,
Okay.
many years back, yeah.
Many years back. And she's giving me this energy of a heart, and she's sending you much love, but she also makes me feel like something went on with her heart before she passed. Are you aware of that?
No, I was young. I was too young to
Okay.
know.
So she's making me feel something was off with her heart before she passed. She's making me feel as if you were someone who was a bright light in the family, and she's helping you navigate something going on with family. Is there an issue between the family, or some people not on the same page at this time, Sandy, that you know of?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
definitely some
Okay.
animosity
Yep.
between two
So-
of them that are similar.
Yes. So she's making me aware of that, and how she's showing me that is that there's a rift, and there's dissatisfaction, there's disharmony, and that's not how grandma rolled, all right? She really wants you to, in your heart, know that love is the answer. And right now we have personality difficulties between the other two, correct?
Well, it's the two siblings, my mom and her sister, and then my mother and her. My mother and my sister together. So it's
Okay.
it's the cycle.
It's a very hard cycle. And so, not knowing your family or knowing anything about them, she wants you to know she's with you in support and love. And she's giving you much love through this because you must be caught in the middle. Is that also true?
That is very true.
Okay. So, know that you are supported by her. Know that Archangel Michael, the scales of justice, is balancing things out for you and helping assist you in the journey. And as we move you towards the middle of this year, I see a trip coming for you. And this trip, Sandy, makes me feel as if you need to get away, you need a break, you need a retreat, you need a break from everyday life. Does that also make sense to you?
Yes, 100%.
And is there a
Absolutely.
trip that you're contemplating? Because I see a trip.
Yes, there's one in February coming up. Yes.
And when you do this trip, know that it's meant for you to unplug and disconnect, all right? That's really important for you to know that you're meant to disconnect from everything.
Awesome. I appreciate that because I need that.
And also, there's a guide with you that's an Indian spirit guide that's with you on the journey. And this Indian spirit guide is assisting you in getting back to nature, getting back into being one with Mother Earth. This is also very important for you.
Yeah.
Look for
Thank you.
career, look for advancement financially. It is a powerful time. Now, my guides are tapping me on the shoulder, telling me that there's another part to your story that you have a question about. So what is the follow-up question connected to what we discussed before we bid ourselves farewell?
Well, just the succubus energy. Just because, like, some people I just think they're drawn to me to help them heal, but I feel everybody needs to go through their own healing and their own ascension.
Yes.
So I don't know how to combat that.
So sealing yourself up with Archangel Michael, allowing yourself to be sealed so nothing can permeate you will be most advantageous. And I want you to focus on you are the conduit of the energy from the divine. Therefore, you don't have to take anything from anyone. You adjust the flow and you release it to them, and what they do with it is up to them. A lot of people don't want to heal. That's the challenge of being a healer. Sometimes people are stuck on their story and they don't really want to heal.
Okay, perfect. I needed
right.
that the most.
All right. Yeah, they told me there's a follow-up for that. So, and that's why Archangel Michael was the first one to step forward. Fortunately, we were having a little bit of a delay and reverb going on, so I apologize for that. It kind of was messing with the frequency of the connection. I trust we've gotten our message across, and you are glad you called tonight.
Yes, thank you so much, and take care, and God bless
Thank you.
always.
God bless you. Happy New Year. Bye for now.
Have a nice- Bye.
And we're going back to the phone lines at 866-972-7247. We'd love to hear from you now that it looks like we've got the show on the way. We'll just toss the headsets off to the side and say goodbye to that for tonight. And we're going to work with what we've got here. We've got Christina. Christina's in New York, a heck of a town. Ah, yes, I'm in a New York state of mind. So, Miss Christina, how are you doing tonight? Good to have you. Welcome, welcome. And what is your burning question for us tonight?
Hi, Sarah. Is it me that you're talking to?
I am, Christina.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure. I'm now hearing my own echo, so I'm trying to work with that. But thank you so much for taking my call,
You're
Sarah.
welcome.
I've in the past year, I couldn't sleep at my condo because the neighbors were too loud. I did everything I could, and I just trusted God was guiding me out. Now I feel intuitively like I should be selling the place, and even though I'm scared because of, human fears, because it's everything I've worked for, I just am been trusting my intuition the past 3 months to let go, to sell, and on to the next chapter. Because I'm so surprised that I'm happier not there. And anyway, it's been 3 months not selling yet. And I just wanted to check in with you on that.
Very good. I appreciate the questioning. And when I look at where you are positioned in the journey of experiences, it's really an important time because this time is your time to step out of the box, break the routine, and kind of have a new approach to life and be more creative. And when I see this creativity, this is the perfect time for you to be breaking free. And I know you don't want to rock the boat, and I know you don't want to tip it over because it's a balance that you have to sustain and maintain. But the condo will sell. It looks like it's just the timing has been off, especially the past 4 weeks. So I feel as if you didn't see much action or many people looking at it, it's just that it really wasn't the right timing for you to put it up for sale. But you needed to feel, this is the human side of you, you needed to feel as if you were doing something and making something happen. And now you are in this place of, I have to trust the universe because I already pulled this lever, right? I said, okay, we're selling it. You are free there because you couldn't find a sanctuary in your own home. And that's where someone's home should always be their sanctuary. And when I look at the sale, I really feel that March offers a shift for this. Shift meaning an offer, a contract, something comes to light. Now, this contract may have a wobble coming into the second or third week, so we may have to go back and do something. Maybe there's something having to do with an inspection. This is how they make me feel, or something that has to be adjusted because of something in the condo association. So there'll be a little bump in the process. And I'm asking you to not worry if the seller is a little fluky, because I feel like or flaky. There's something good coming from this all, okay? So when you hit that bump, don't panic, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Can I have not the whole address, just the number of the building, please? Like so it's on a street, right? But what's the number on the street? I just want to check something with the number.
Yes, the one I'm selling, 141.
Okay. And the actual condo that you have, what is your condo number?
The one that I'm selling is, oh my God, M3. M
Okay.
is in Mary 3.
Okay, great. So this is the perfect time to bring this all to an end. It's a perfect time to end and find a new beginning. Now, I want you open for a colossal change. And when I say change to people, they get a little nervous. Don't get nervous. Change is good. This selling of a condo will set you free. And the world is your oyster, Christina. So if you want to pop up and say, I'm moving over here, then just be ready to move over there. Okay?
Yeah, so I've actually really been wanting to move to Charleston. I'm just waiting on my boyfriend's union. Like we kind of can't move for another 3 years or something because something about he needs to put at least 20 years into his union or something.
Maybe.
So I've
Maybe.
been trying to manifest it earlier.
I see that if you say we're going to move over there, the universe is going to support you. So unions, schmunion, they can say what they want to say. There is something that can come of all of this. So 3 years can most certainly close its window, okay? And it may not be 3 years, but it may not be 5 months, but somewhere around the year mark, we might be able to have made a transition in spite of what the union says. Depends on the rep and who you've got working on your side, okay?
Okay.
Trust
that
something's coming. Something's coming, and I don't see you staying where you are. That's why I said I see something big, a big change, like a big move. That would be the type of move I see. Christina, thank you so much for contacting us, and life is about ready to change for you, so be ready, all right?
Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Bye for now.
Thank you. Thanks, bye.
Bye. 866-972-7247. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We seem to have taken flight here on our 666th live show here on VCMG. We welcome your calls. We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go to our Facebook friends, our YouTube friends. We're going to keep working out the kinks. I'm working my way back to you. Stay with us, everyone. We're going to be right back.
Did you call me with your soul? Because you know.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Because you know me, I am Sarah Spiritual, and we are spiritually speaking to all of you all across the nation. We've got some classes coming up at the Expedito Enlightenment Center on the 23rd of January. We should have some slides to back this up for our Facebook friends and our YouTube friends. On January 23rd, we are going to help you tune into 2023 and set your plans and intentions in motion. So that class is at 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. It is only $13. It is available online. So visit sarahspiritual.com for more information on our 2023 launch class. And then the following week, we have a class, or 2 weeks after that, actually. On February 6th, we have Working with Your Guardian Angel. You got an angel. There's an angel watching over you. And it's right there beside you. And we're going to teach you how to tune into your angels and work with your guardian angel and build a strong connection. And we welcome you at that class, and that class as well is also 13, and it is from 7:30 to 9:30 online only. And then we've got a love class coming up. It wouldn't be February without a love class, and we've got our fabulous love class that is going to be on the 13th. I think it's the 13th of February. I don't have the paper in front of me. And we do have all of this available on our website, sarahspiritual.com. So visit sarahspiritual.com to learn more about our classes and the sessions that I have. And we're going to go back to New York. I've got Kamini on the line. Kamini, how are you? And are you rocking your boat? Don't tip it over, baby. Rock the boat. Let's see what we've got going on for you in New York, Kamini.
How are you, Sarah?
I am doing well. Good to have you here with us. And Kamini, what is your question for us?
Well, I did meet someone, but it's not the person that I think you had told me from before. So I just wanted to know, like, what is this guy's intentions? I'm getting like player vibes.
Okay, what is? Just give me a birthday, and I can take it from there. His birth month and day, please.
I think it's July 29th.
Okay. So here we have someone who is not able to hold into a relationship in a regular stance. They can't be consistent. So if you've been finding they've been a little bit of a wobble, like you'll hear from them and then they'll kind of dissipate and then they kind of pop back up. It's not the person. It is just someone for you to kind of connect with and get used to the fact that, you know, it's time to get out. It's time to meet somebody. It's really time for you to open up your heart and let love come to you. This gentleman is not ready for a commitment, and you're looking for someone who is able to have a commitment. When I take you, Kamini, and I look at where we're going from here, that is a magnificent infinity symbol they give me, and that means that there's a continuation of great love and connection that comes for you in the latter half of 2023. So for this time, it's to meet people that offer you some insight as to what you want and what you don't want, and to allow yourself to kind of work on yourself and your confidence so that by the end of 2023, you are at the magnet of attraction of that which you desire. We've got to send out a better signal because you want someone who's going to stand by your side. So don't get down in the dumps about this. Be very focused on what you want and know that there's going to be a romance that comes that will meet your needs and make you feel fulfilled in a way that you haven't felt fulfilled, because I feel like your past relationships haven't led you to feel successful and happy in relation for a very long time. So this is the time for you to get ready for creating that. All right, Kamini?
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for your call. And we welcome your calls at 866-972-7247. And we're going to go back to our phone lines. We've got Melissa, and Melissa is in Houston. Melissa, how are you? Good to have you with us.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I am
Hi,
well.
I'm good. How are you?
Good. And how can I assist you tonight?
Yes, my mom recently passed away, and she was actually one of your watchers. And I just wanted to see if she had any messages for me.
Okay. Bear with me. Let me see if I can make a connection. The electronics and things have been a little off for us here tonight, which kind of interferes with my connection. So what you and I will do is we'll begin a conversation about some other things and allow me to form that bridge on the other side to make that connection and see if I can have a connection directly with your mom. So Melissa, if I can just share with you that at this time, I feel that your finances are something that are looking to be put into order. And this order shows me that you are looking to create some increase. Is that something that you're looking to do?
I mean, I guess. I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't something that I was really thinking of.
Okay. I see increase coming for you, Melissa. I see growth coming for you, financial growth. And they're talking to me about movement around you. And they're talking to me about the ability to make a move, make a change in this 2023 year. Your mother's birthday, please?
8/7/58.
And she followed the show for a while. Is that true? Quite a few years?
Yes. Yeah, she did actually. She
Yeah,
spoke
they're
to you several times.
Yes, they're giving me number 7 connected to your mom here. So the number 7 makes me feel like she connected with us for about 7 years is how I feel in this. Does that make sense to you, honey?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
The 7th was her birthday, 8/7.
Okay. And when I look at this journey here, they also make me feel that the transition for mom was something that wasn't expected at the time. Does this make sense to you, please? Because she's making me feel as she wasn't expecting to go when she did. Is that true?
No, ma'am. She was in the hospital for about 2 months. And, you know, we were just thinking it was routine. We were trying to get her on the liver transplant.
Right.
list.
And so let me hold on.
had-
Please listen to what I said.
Okay,
She
sure.
was not expecting to go. When she went in the hospital, she wasn't expecting
No.
that she was going to pass. This is what she's telling me. She went in the you say she went in the hospital, but I am hearing she was not expecting to pass. And she wasn't expecting to no longer be here on this earth. And in this
No, ma'am.
energy,
Okay.
there was something that ran rampant in her body. Did she get an infection or something as well? And her organs began to shut down on her. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, it
Okay.
absolutely does.
Yes. So this is how she makes me feel. Her transition was recent. Is that also true?
Yes.
Past
it was.
3
She
months
passed
or so?
December 10th.
December. So it's a month,
Yeah,
right?
she passed December 10th.
So
Yeah.
she's giving me the number 3. So what does the number 3 have to do with you? Because she's very clear with me. The number 3 connects her to all of you. What does the number 3 have to do with you?
She has 3 children.
Okay. So just I have to repeat what she tells me because she's very insistent, your mother. She doesn't like to not be paid attention to at this moment here. She also makes me feel that she did her best to let you know that she was with you in spirit. You had a sense of her recently. Is that also true?
Yeah, I've had lots of little signs here and there that she's with us. So.
And she's going to continue to get stronger. All right. So I want you to know that, and I want you to trust that she's going to continue to bridge the gap between the physical reality and the spiritual reality, and she's going to continue to move forward with you. Melissa, is there something that you put up on a shelf for her? Do we have a shelf that has something of Mom's up on a shelf, please? Or on a ledge?
It's not really on. It's her urn. It's on her dresser.
Okay,
that
because
she
I see
shares
it
with her husband.
up. Okay, I see something up on a top of a dresser, fine, but it looks like a shelf to me because I just see something, and that's her spot, right? Know that she is with you every
Yes, ma'am,
day.
it is.
Okay, and so that you know she's with you, and understand that in this time, she will work on getting stronger in the connection. We're really appreciative of the fact that she was able to transmit to me. Usually it takes about 6 months for someone to come through, sometimes even a year. So Mom really believed in the afterlife, and she really wanted you to know, and I thank you for asking to make this connection with her. Melissa, what is Mom's name, please?
Mary.
Okay.
She went there by Marquez Helen.
Martens Helen. Yes, I remember. I remember her
Yeah,
very
I know
well.
you spoke to her several times.
Yes, yes. Well,
Yeah, she would be so excited every time she talked to you, and couldn't wait to tell me what happened or whenever you made connections with her past loved ones.
Yes.
So it was only fitting that I reached out to you in this time.
Thank you so much. And is this your first time of calling us?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Okay. So I share this with you. As we bridge this connection with Mom, know that it'll only get stronger over time, and perhaps you and I will be able to build a deeper conversation around her connection with you in the future. And we thank you for stepping forward and knowing that she would come through for you. And do expect that there's a movement change and some money coming to you in this 2023 year. So whatever's either coming to you directly or your family, it's going to be most beneficial. Thank you so much for your call tonight. We're sorry
Thank
for the
you.
loss of your
I
mom.
appreciate
She's
it.
with you. All right. Bye for now. Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
We're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors, and then when we come back, we're going to go right back to our phone lines at 866-972-7247. We're going to continue to open up more phone lines. We sure would love to hear from you. Stay with us, everyone. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, and we will be right back.
I've been standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me?
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you call me with your song? Because you know that you know me.
Yes, indeed. Because you know me, I am Sarah Spiritual, and you're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And it is January 18th. Mercury went out of retrograde. We're in the shadow of its smile. The shadow of your smile. Good Lord, thank you, Mercury retrograde. You're just really messing us up today, but we're with you. We through the rain. I made it through Mercury retrograde, and here we are. We are connecting with all of you. That's when everything gets snared up. That's electronic. And so we thank everyone at the radio station for pulling it out and making it happen and fixing whatever the problem was. And we know we're working overtime here at our studio in Boca. We thank you all for calling into the show, and we welcome your phone calls at 866-972-7247. And we are going to go back to our phone lines, and our friends on Facebook, pile up your questions. We'll be getting to you. And we've got some surprises coming in the shows coming up. So I'm so glad we're working through some of our technicality kinks in the meantime. We're going to go to Tennessee. I got Carol on the line in Tennessee. Carol, how you doing? I reckon you're not doing very well right about now. Is that true? I got a feeling.
Not at all.
I got a feeling that you are feeling out of sorts, out of sync with your energy of what you want to create and how to build a foundation in a love relationship, and things have exploded, imploded, and we have pieces everywhere. Is that true?
It is.
All right.
It is.
So let's pick up the pieces one step at a time. Right now, when I see the person connected to you in the energy of partnership, I see this energy and I recognize that there's something about them that feels like they don't deserve to be with you. And they are sabotaging this relationship. And there's words that were said between the two of you that are hurtful. Is this true, please?
Yes.
And I also see here that they're running. They're running. They are afraid, and they don't feel like they can show up and be the man that you want them to be. And you may say to your partner, I just want you to be the man that you are. I love you for who you are. Feeling that way about himself. So therefore, what you see for him is not how he sees himself. And I feel like he feels not equally balanced with you. And I feel as if the pressures of things going on with him personally are actually a root cause of this explosion. But nonetheless, you're feeling downtrodden and hurt. You're feeling out of sorts. And my guides make me feel as if you feel like he's thrown the towel in. Is that true?
Yes. Yes.
And to some degree, he has. He's short-circuiting. He cannot sustain the relationship at this time. He is not able to show up and handle what is going on with him and his personal affairs. And he's feeling unjustly accused of something that he is not responsible for in his personal life. And this is eating away at him. Does that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. So, Carol, the question you may ask is, well, where do I go from here? What do I do? Is that a good question for you? Right? That's one of the
Very good
questions in your
question.
mind? Okay. In this moment of time, you have to pull it back, girl. You have to just trust that if it's meant to be, it will be. You have to give him his space. You have to let him sit in the hole that he has dug for himself, in his sabotage, his self-loathing, his inability to feel complete, and his inability to really communicate his fears thoroughly to you, and pushing down things that are going on that he has not shared. And I feel as if you have made so much of this story easy for him that you've been patching up the holes that perhaps earlier on you should have let explode then, so that we could be in a different place. But we cannot do the woulda, coulda, shoulda. But I will tell you that you have made it so easy to gloss over all of the mistakes and missteps in the relationship. You have been more than accommodating. And now you have to put yourself first. And don't let yourself get sucked into this roller coaster of his self-destruction. And that's easier said than done, I understand, because you love a man. And when you love a man, there's nothing other than loving him.
Yeah,
What is your
very good
follow-up
example.
question for me regarding this, Carol?
I feel like I'm hanging on the cliff of either do I climb up and fight or do I let go? You're saying just kind of let go, I'm hearing, but I don't know if there's the renewal. I don't know, I guess hope.
Yeah. You have to let go. And you have to let go and let him come to his understanding of why he is where he is in many facets of life, because he has not taken responsibility for what he has done, not just talking about the relationship, in all areas of his life that have led him to feel so downtrodden and so misaligned and not fulfilled at this juncture. Essentially, Carol, we are going to give him some tough love, let him sit in the decision, and tell Peter Pan he's got to grow up. And in doing this, You
Yeah.
give him a chance to fight for what he really wants and fights for what he believes in. And first and foremost, we have to allow him to fight for himself. He has to learn to love himself. Carol, they're getting ready to bring us.
I hear.
Yes, they're getting
I
ready
hear
to
you. I
take
was
us
just-
to commercial. Yeah.
Okay. Should I show up February 8th to a court or not?
No. Do not do that. He has to sit where he is. And if he needs you or wants you and he calls you, then the two of you can decide if it's best for you to come. But he needs to sit in the mess he created, Carol.
Okay.
We know this is a difficult time for you. We send much love to you during this time and know that true love can and always find a way, honey. All right? Thank you so much for your call. We send you much love at this time. Bye for now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. 866-972-7247. You're listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. As we work our way through this show with all of you, we welcome your phone calls. And stay with us, everyone. It's going to get even more interesting. We'll be right back.
It's not easy to be who we want to be, 'cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know the path. We have to listen to our heart. The ways that worked before, they don't work anymore. We have lost our love for everyone. We have hurt each other.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Sloman's Home Security is celebrating their 100th year anniversary. To celebrate, the next 40 True Oldies channel listeners who call 1-800-ALARM-ME will get a free doorbell camera and free home security system professionally installed from Sloman's when you use their low-cost central station monitoring. That's 100 years of being the best in total home security. For over 100 years, the Sloman Shield has had your back. Trust the best in total home security. To celebrate, the first 40 True Oldies listeners will get a limited time offer. You're getting a state-of-the-art LED touchscreen pad, a motion detector, 3-arm doors, a backup battery, and a doorbell camera for free with installation of your Sloman Shield when you use Sloman's low-cost central station monitoring. Get real home security, professional monitoring, professional installation, and a free customized home security system. Call Sloman's at 1-800-ALARM-ME. 100 years of family-owned dedicated service. Sloman's, 1-800-ALARM-ME.
Hi, it's Kevin Dalton from the Unlimited Auto Wash. Did you know we have 7 locations, including our newest at A1A and Lighthouse Drive, next to Promenade Plaza in the Sunoco Station in Palm Beach Gardens? For just $39.95 a month for the first 3 months, you can come in as often as you'd like and get our inside and out wash with Tire Shine, all unlimited, and we're 100% hand wash. We make you look good. Call 561-WASH-ME-TOO or visit us at unlimitedautoWashClub.com. And we're also a full-service wash for the occasional customer as well. No memberships required. Come see us at the Unlimited Auto Wash.
Have you been to Chowderheads in Jupiter yet? If you are looking for the best seafood in town, you have to try Chowderheads. You'll love their authentic New England seafood, flown in fresh from Boston. Their award-winning lobster rolls, clam chowder, and fried fried oysters are absolutely delicious. Come taste it for yourself. You will want to keep coming back for more at Chowderheads, located in the Driftwood Plaza on South US Highway 1 in Jupiter. Now open 7 days a week. For reservations or to go, call 561-203-2903 or check out their menu at chowderheadsusa.com.
WWNN AM Pompano Beach. WIRK HD3 Indiantown. Programming paid for by Vic Canales Media Group. Broadcasting live from the Robe Studio. Injured recently? Call the Robes Law Group, where winning is a habit. 561-570-5700. 561-570-5700. Robes, winning for you and our community. This is the one and only.
Hi, I'm Sarah Spiritual, the founder of the Expedito Enlightenment Center. I would love for you to visit me at my spiritual oasis located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard in the Tree of Life Plaza in West Palm Beach. Come, feel the energy, sample my spiritual sprays and oils, participate in one of my spiritual development classes, and have a personal reading with me, Sarah Spiritual. Let's see what Spirit has to say. You can call the Expedito Enlightenment Center at 561-682-0955. Not local? Visit me, Sarah Spiritual, at sarahspiritual.com for products, classes, and to book your personal session.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
This show is furnished by Sarah Spiritual.
The content, information, and opinions expressed during the related show are those of the show personalities and guests alone, and not those of Vic Canales Media Group, its parent, affiliates, or stations. VCMG Live is not responsible for any content, information, or opinions expressed. User bears full responsibility for their reliance on such content, information, or opinions.
Welcome back to the next hour of Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, as we continue our uplifting and empowering spiritual discussion to transform your life. A gifted spiritual advisor, coach, and medium, Sarah Spiritual will assist you to connect to the light within and transcend beyond the limits of all experience and knowledge. We have another hour to listen and call in 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247. And watch Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube, and you can share the love and light.
different now. And people have lost their way. It's just not easy to be who we want to be. 'Cause the world is changing now. We can't walk the way we did. We don't know
the path, but here we are, journeying into 2023, and we are off with a bang. The year is moving forward. And what path are you on in your journey? How will you move yourself forward? And what do you want to create? And in this experience that is yours, how are you resisting what the universe has put before you, what the universe is creating? How are you rocking the boat and maybe tipping it over when it doesn't need to be tipped over? You just need to hold your balance, hold your stance, hold your faith, stay true to allowing the universe to guide the vessel. You're going to steer your vessel in the path of the divine light. This is how we navigate difficult times, especially when the world is in a topsy-turvy way. It is the time for you to stand true to who you are and surrender how things have to happen. Well, we're welcoming your phone calls at 866-972-7247. And we're going to go back to our phone lines, and we're welcoming our Facebook questions and comments. Let's take a look here. We have Amy, and Amy is in California. Amy, how are you tonight? Good to have you.
How are you?
I am good. Good to have you here with us tonight, Amy. And Amy, what is your question for us?
I'm feeling really lost, Sarah, and I just want to know if I'm on the right path.
Great question. And we're going to turn up the volume for me here in the studio, but I will tell you this. This is the time for you to step into the power of your soul. And you're feeling lost because you were subscribing to everything that was expected of you, and you really weren't honoring yourself. And so I have to go back. I've got to go back to the time of 2014 into 2015. This was a time of shift and change for you, Amy, at that point?
Yes.
Okay. And in that journey of this shift and change that I see, I feel like you've lost yourself, particularly since this 2021 into 2022 time. And everything that you thought you held true is proving to not stand solid in your path. Does this make sense to you? I feel like people around you are not honoring your words, your beliefs, and not really standing to support you. So you feel lost, but you also feel alone. Is this also true?
Yes.
There is a redesign coming for you. And you are on the right track, but you have to pace yourself, because my guides tell me that sometimes when you get an idea in your head, you want to charge full force. And now you don't want to make another mistake, so you don't trust yourself. And so you're in this wobble of you want to push, but then you want to just stay still because you're waiting for everything almost to come caving down around you. Amy, there's a follow-up question connected to this. What is the follow-up question? You feel lost. Your guides have your back. You are on track, but you have a fear connected to this. What is the question?
I don't know if I'm able to listen. And I want to make sure I'm making the right choices.
And Amy, there's an idea about making some movement. Yes, we're making a move?
Thinking of it, yes.
Okay. That is going to take you into the end of 2023. I don't feel like everything may be in place for the move, but ultimately there is a move coming for you. But I also feel as if it's time to cut away the people and the things that don't serve you and don't allow you to be your own true self. So the doors that have to close, you need to let them close. You are preparing to have a new path. Follow your intuition. You are a healer. You are intuitive. You do have connection. You just placed your truth and your trust in the wrong people, and now you're second guessing yourself. I see betrayal around you, Amy. Does that make sense to you?
It does.
Okay. So let yourself heal from this, and do not let yourself lose momentum in your journey. Stay the course of what you're choosing to do. You are on the path. And do not allow anyone to make you feel less than and not good enough anymore. When I move you into the energy of 2024, this year will be a redesign, repositioning for you, but 2024, I see great growth for you. And I feel as if you feel at peace. Your peace left you in 2022. We will regain that peace through the 2023 year, and we will step into a peaceful experience in 2024. Archangel Michael is standing with you. You have the power of Archangel Raphael in the healing energy, and you have the communication necessary to speak your truth. Do not let anyone shut down your truth. Have we answered your question for you tonight, Amy?
You have. Thank you so much, Sarah.
You're welcome. Good to have your call. Bye for now.
Speak soon.
866-972-7247. We're going to go back to our phone lines. And I have Maurice, and Maurice is in West Palm Beach. Maurice, how are you?
I'm okay.
Well, Maurice, you've been going through a lot of ups and downs and changes in this tail end of 2022 into 2023. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Roller coaster. And in this roller coaster, when I see this energy around you moving, I feel as if you created resistance and didn't want to let go of things that you thought should have worked out, and now you find your back against the wall. Is that also true?
Yes, ma'am.
Financially, we are blocked at this time, and we don't know where we go from here. When I look into the next 2 months, they make me, my guides make me aware of a shift for you that comes having to do with some work that is going to uplift you financially. I also feel problems in the love life. Is that also true?
Yes, ma'am.
Hot mess. You know, Maurice, sometimes you don't listen. You understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
And when I see the energy around the partner, I feel we're getting some mixed signals, but you didn't, A, listen to yourself, and you didn't ask the right questions, and therefore you weren't listening. And I see a separation, a divide. Is this also true between you and someone at this time?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What is the question regarding this relationship?
I mean, I don't even know if the person, who the person really is. Like, I mean, I know that it exists, but I don't know who that is.
When I look at October, November, there was someone that you were pursuing at the end of 2022, please? Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So you know who that person was, yes? And you tried to make that work, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Maurice, 2023, the next 2 months, there's new work opportunity coming for you, and there's an opportunity coming for you to pursue relationship that is an equal match for you. When I spin you back and I go back into the year of 2019, we were in a difficult situation then as well. Is that true? 3 years ago, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And had you moved around that time, please, Maurice, do you recall?
Move as in what, physical, like moving different areas?
Yeah, different place, different location of residence. Yes, that's what I see around you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you really want to have a partner? That's a yes, ma'am, yes?
That's a yes and a no.
Well, get yourself in the position of you really want a partner, and then you're going to attract someone who's going to show up for you and you're not chasing them. That's the point of why I said that to you. I want you to take a piece of paper and I want you to write down every quality you'd like to have in a partner, and I want you to write down all the qualities that you bring to the relationship. And from there, we're going to have you manifest. You're going to attract the right person. I also want you to take out another piece of paper and I want you to write down what it is you would like your life to be like financially, and we're going to create that as well. You are shooting at things, but you don't really know what you're shooting at. You don't know what you're shooting for. So we have to take you back and dial it back so that you can have a better experience. Things are going to improve for you, Maurice. It is a powerful year for you at the end of the year, so you are in the driver's seat to make those changes. Be open for that. All right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Maurice. Thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate you. Bye for now.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. 866-972-7247. Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. We're going to pop back into our phone calls. And I got Kimberly. Kimberly is in Deerfield Beach. Kimberly, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, in yourself?
I'm doing well, Kimberly. Good to connect with you. What is your question for us tonight?
Yes. I just want to know, is there a better financial stability for me? I am working. I make decent money, but it just seems like I can't get ahead. And also, I want to know about my love life. You know, right now I don't. I've been healing myself. I removed myself from out of a situation, and I've been out of that situation for over a year. However, this person, you know,
Keeps
contacts
popping
me
back up. Yeah.
randomly.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we're going to
Yes,
close the
ma'am.
door.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? You close that door. That's not a healthy dynamic for you. That's someone who is trying to keep you on the hook and reel you back in, but it's not a healthy choice for you. So it really goes back to, where do you feel that you're not worthy of the life that you want to have, the partner that you want to have, and healing the little girl inside who doesn't feel worthy. And when I look at that, they kind of take me back to the age of 7 for you, Kimberly. They take me back to 7, and they talk to me about you feeling separate. Was there a separation in the family level around that time where you felt like you were on the outside and not feeling supported, seen, and heard? At the age of about 7 is what they show me.
It's a possibility. I know that my parents, you know, separated, and I was kind of in limbo. You know, I was with my mother, then I wanted to live with my grandmother.
Okay.
You know, everybody's going on to glory right now. My mother, my father, my grandmother. So,
yeah, So
It's been a roller coaster ride.
it was a roller coaster ride, and as a little girl you didn't understand, and so thank you for that confirmation. And when I see this, it makes me feel that you attract people that are not going to show up for you emotionally and not going to give you that support and that stability that you desire.
Right.
And that is why you have had the relationships that you have had before. Now you worked on yourself, you did your healing, there's more to go, but now you have a taste of what you want life to be like, right? And you say to yourself, I'm on the path of healing and I am worthy of love and I'm choosing to love myself first. And from the love that I have, I send that out to the universe, and in that energy, I am able to attract to me this beautiful power of love that supports me. And I can feel that energy coming around you, and I feel that your money situation also is tied into your self-worth. And yes, we can throw a little credit to the economy. I understand that things are more expensive, so the money isn't going as far. But I also know that you are so creative. There's so many things that you could do to balance that out. And it's really important for you to invest in yourself and tell yourself that you are worthy of the abundance that flows to you. It's your birthright, and that money can come to you through with ease and grace through many forms. And that the job you have, you are grateful for, but it is the stepping stone to something greater and better for you. Something that utilizes you more.
Okay.
This is how we create that momentum. It is a year for you that brings you money. It is a year for you that brings you this stability and this sense of fulfillment. It's just letting go of the past. Let it go. Let it go. We've got to let it go. Because when you let go of the past, you free yourself of the burdens that have weighed you down so God can take you to the heights that are meant for you. So I want you to focus on that. And I want you to look to have the life that you want and create. Just like I said to Maurice in the call before, because in Maurice's case, he didn't have any clear inkling what he really wanted. He just was kind of all over the place, right? And he's trying to fine tune that.
Right.
Or for you, you have a better idea because you have a little bit more worldly experience. However, you need to write it down and you need to say and make the statement, I am the woman who is a magnet to good experiences. I am the woman who is attracting a divine partner who treats me with respect and supports me, and I am for them what they are for me, and we are an equal vibrational match. We have to put this into play. And to write it down and declare it to the universe is to tell the universe that we are ready, and the universe has no other choice. This is the job of the universe, to mirror back to us what we have asked for. But every time you take that call from that person from the past, you know what happens, right? You send a negative call to the universe, and the universe is like, well, let's bring more of that because that's apparently what she wants. And you're like, no, 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 no. When people became spiritual and they realized that their words had power, and it was just starting to catch on, the law of attraction and that words have power, very often people were in this mode of they would say something and they go, cancel, 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 delete, delete, delete. I go, what did that just do? Actually, because you're focusing on the fact that you said something that really was against what you really wanted to create. You just, by focusing so much, by saying cancel, 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 delete, 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 you didn't delete it from the universe. The universe picked up on your frequency. And the insistency of your wanting to cancel it added to the fuel of the statement that you made that was opposite of what you wanted. And you do that. You say, oh, I don't want to do this. This isn't what I want my life to be. But then you do something on the back end that contradicts what you want. So I want you to step forward and claim what you desire and never waver from the thought process, the vibration of intention, and hold that steady for yourself. All right, my dear?
Okay.
All right. Good to connect with you.
Likewise. Thank you
Bye
so
for
much.
now. You're welcome. Bye.
Uh-huh. Okay.
866-972-7247. We are answering your questions right here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're going to take a minute to hear from our sponsors. And then when we come back, we're going to come back to our phone lines all across the nation. We've got Fort Lauderdale. We've got Georgia. We've got West Palm Beach. So stay with us, everyone. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for more Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, coming up right after the break. Continue the conversation with Sarah Spiritual on Facebook and YouTube. The phone lines are open too. 866-9-SARAHS. That's 866-972-7247.
Come visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center for an extensive array of spiritual products, crystals, books, classes, readings, and healing services in a beautiful spiritual oasis. You must visit the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Come feel the energy and explore our unique products. Arrange for your own personal spiritual reading with Sarah Spiritual for spiritual insight. The Expedito Enlightenment Center is located at 4047 Okeechobee Boulevard, Suite 129 in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955. Visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com. That's EXPEDITO enlightenmentcenter.com for yourself. Or for a thoughtful gift, there's no better place to visit than the Expedito Enlightenment Center in West Palm Beach. Call 561-682-0955 or visit online at expeditoenlightenmentcenter.com.
Sarah Spiritual is a gifted spiritual advisor and medium. She can connect you with your loved ones, your spirit guides, and ascended beings. Sarah specializes in love, relationships, money, career, health, and healing. She has an uncanny ability to convey the true thoughts and emotions of those around you. Just call 561-682-0956 for your personal reading. Life is a spiritual journey, and each situation has a spiritual solution. Just contact Sarah for a personal reading today. 561-682-0956. 561-682-0956. Or visit sarahspiritual.com. Or that number one more time, 561-682-0956. Let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit raise you up.
You are listening to Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, your spiritual advisor and medium. Connect with Sarah Spiritual and be in the energy of light. Call right now, Sarah Spiritual, at 866-9-SARAHS. That's toll free, 866-972-7247. Just ask your questions or message Sarah Spiritual live on Facebook and YouTube.
Standing in the room before I walk through the door. Do you know me? Have you heard me? Have you seen me? Do you know my voice? Did you
Because you know that you know me, I am Sarah. And we've had a heck of a ride here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. And we're so glad that you joined us. And thank you for your patience here. It's definitely an interesting thing. And, we were talking backstage while we were in commercial. And yeah, over 13 and a half years, we haven't had that many shows that have been so, interesting and problematic. But it has happened. And so, they say the show must go on. So thank you, everyone, for your patience. Greatly appreciate it. And we appreciate you following the show, sharing the page, sharing the light, and sharing the love. And I do think we have a question on Facebook. And I'd love to talk to our person on Facebook. I know someone put a question, and I don't want to leave them hanging before we go back to our phone lines. So let's see who we've got on Facebook here. We have Marty Allen. And she says, Sarah, will I find peace and healing? Marty, it's a great question. And there is a healing that comes for you. And finding peace and healing in the situations and the disruptions that you have had over the past year has really put you out of sync and out of touch with your inner voice and your inner self. And when I say yes to you, I will, but it's going to take a little time and effort on your part. When I move you into the month of March, things start to feel more solid and you feel much more supported. And some things will always leave you wondering, why did it have to be this way? So in that vibration, know that we have to find peace in knowing that God has a better plan, a different plan than what we imagined. And even if we don't understand all the ins and outs and the whys, we have to trust. So Marty, in this time of change for you, know that this time is a time for you to focus on building your own vibration of love for self and trusting the divine has your back at all times. Thank you, Marty Allen, for your Facebook question. We're going to see if there's anybody else on Facebook and YouTube for us before we go back to our phone lines. And we have a YouTube question by Tawana Middleton. Don't want to tip the best ever, so she's trying to figure out what she's going to do over the next 3 months. And what I have to tell you, Tawana, is it's really important for you in this new year for you to put one foot in front of the other and not jump the gun. Just because we know we have a deadline and a timeline, my guides tell me that over the next few months, the focus needs to be on what will give you the stability you desire to have, not just for 2023, but 24 and 25. And focus on the foundation to support the household, the job, the family. Focus on the things that give you stability right now instead of leaping to make a move or just doing something because I want it now, I need it now, and this is what I was supposed to have done, and I haven't done it yet, so this is why I need to go. My guides tell me, hold on, Nellie. You got to pull it back and just trust and do not do anything other than necessary for you to have everything you want. Not everything's in place for the move and the changes that you want to create. Thank you, Tawana, for your YouTube question. We're going to go back to the phone lines. I've got to go to Fort Lauderdale, not too far from where we are here in our studio. And we've got Kevin on the line. Kevin, how are you tonight? Good to have you, Kevin.
Hello, how are you, Sarah?
I am well. Good to reconnect with you, Kevin. What is your burning question for me?
I just need some hope as we begin in the year, this new year. And, I just want to know the energy that is around me, if things going to get better for me. And I just, I've been, I sometimes just feel like, that I'm not here for a purpose. Like it's a purpose for me, but it makes me feel like, what is my purpose here? Like what I need to do,
Kevin, you really should take our 2020.
It's not that I don't know my purpose. It's just like I wonder. My mind, sometimes feel like I'm lost. And why is I'm here? Nothing is not working for me how I wanted to.
Not yet. Not yet. And take a look at the website. Perhaps you should take our 2023 class and join us on the 23rd, because we're going to talk about how to free ourselves from the shackles and chains of our beliefs so that we can take flight in 2023. And this year is really a good year for your community and networking with people. I see you with people. I see you, you're really good with hustling and connecting with people and making things happen. And sometimes I feel like you overanalyze, and analyzation is paralyzation, and your mind starts to spin out. And you haven't found the right people to support the projects that you want to do. And I see a lot of music around you, Kevin. Do you listen to a lot of music? You're working on some music right now, please?
Yeah, I love music. I'm not working on music, but I love listening to music. It helps me. It helps me to put my mind in a better perspective.
Better
and
place, right? So
start
listen to
thinking-
that music,
yeah, better
because
place.
it's going to put you in the universal flow of harmony. When you're in the universal flow of harmony, all things flow to you, through you, for your greater good. So I am the vessel of you, harmonic energy that flows through me for my greatest good. This is what we want to create around you. And it is going to get better. I know that money's been tight for you. I know that you feel like you are betwixt and between the journey of career, work, next steps for yourself.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I feel like you don't know what's
That's
the
what I'm
right
saying.
next move. Like
Yeah,
Tawana in
that's what I'm
Facebook.
saying. When I don't know, like what I should do,
Right.
like okay, I don't know.
Well, right now you have to look at your desired outcome and look at the necessary steps. And I feel like there may be a study of some sort that you have to accomplish to get yourself to where you want to go. All right. So
Yeah.
where will we study? What are we going to do next? But my guides show me a book, and that book is going to give you this insight and learning that is necessary. So where do we study, and how do we get that in motion to support? You need the foundation to launch and leap to what you want to have. All right? It will pick up momentum, and you're not as lost as you think you are. Make a list of what you want to create, and I want you to write down what people call it's a 5-year plan. And I want you to write your 5-year plan down and forget about how you're getting there. I'm not telling you to figure out how to get there. I want you to be certain of what you want the next 5 years to look like. And then I want you to ask the universe to assist you. And as you look at the things you wish to accomplish over the next 5 years, take a look and see what the steps are that are necessary to do that. All right? Thank you so much, Kevin, for your
Okay.
call tonight. All right? We appreciate you.
All right,
Bye for
thank
now.
you, Sarah.
You're welcome. 866-972-7247. And we have here Cindy in Georgia. Let's talk to Cindy.
Hey, Sarah.
Good to have you here with us, Cindy. Good to connect.
Thank you. I was curious. I just got out of the hospital after 2 months with pneumonia. I'm still healing, and I'm trying to figure out. They want me back at work, and I don't know that I'm ready to go back to work. So I'm just kind of curious what you might see. Also, I just ended a relationship, so I'm not sure what's coming up.
Well, let's take a look here. So first of all, your body isn't strong enough to go back to work yet. I know they're anxious for you to go back to work, but when I look at the physical energy around you, it's really important for you. And again, I know it's work time off of work and everything, but you look like you need another 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks before you can go back, because you can barely walk across the room. So how are they expecting you to sit at work? I don't know. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's an unrealistic expectation. I don't know if there's some family leave that you'll be able to take or anything, but I check and see what you can do, temporary disability, whatever's necessary to protect your job. I don't know the rules of your organization, but I do feel you need more rest and see if you can get as much as possible. I also feel that the ending of that relationship, when I look at the end of that relationship, it was a long time coming. It was something that could have ended in June of last year, yes, but we didn't quite make it all happen. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this relationship was not one that really allowed you to flourish. And I feel as if you were holding up a bigger part of that relationship than the person was contributing. Is that also true?
Oh, yes, ma'am. That's definitely true.
Okay. So I say to you this, when I move you into this 2023 time, there will be another partnership that comes for you, but not early in this year. Right now, it is all about you and your being able to love self and sustain self and heal. When I look at pneumonia, and even though I know medically there's a reason why it happens and I understand the science behind it, but I'm going to give you the spiritual, emotional component that's associated with it that my guides are making me aware of and I'm seeing in your energetic blueprint. In your energetic blueprint, they make me feel as if for a very long time you have felt like you were suffocating and you couldn't take a good breath. And you really couldn't be free to be you. So there was a restriction. And so now we need to put the oxygen on and oxygenate yourself with your own energy so that you are sure of what you want, so you never get locked down, stuck down in the energy of what someone else wants you to do. Does that make sense to you?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Okay. So it's time for you to feel free. It's time for you to feel like you can take a deep breath. And focusing on your breath, I know you're in Georgia, and I know the weather is, you have your days of some chilliness going on right now, but when you can and the weather's a bit warmer, I want you, Cindy, to go outside and I want you to stand by a tree and I want you to put your feet firmly planted on the root of the tree. And I want you to put your palms on the trunk of the tree and I want you to breathe in. And as you breathe in, I want you to pull up all the energy of the roots of the tree and Mother Earth and bring it in through the bottom of your feet into your body and let it fortify you. Let it ground you to the earth, fortify you. And anything you wish to release, you push out from the palms into the trunk of the tree and it goes out the limbs of the tree, the branches, and is released to the heavens. And I want you to work on that. And as you get stronger and you can get a deeper and better breath, take as long a breath and hold it for as long as you can and exhale. This will also help your lungs, but it'll also help you heal emotionally and physically using the energy of the earth. I know it's not the beginning of 2023 you wanted, honey, but I do know it is a time for you to rebirth and set yourself free. When I talk about you setting yourself free, there's a woman connected to you who stands above you, Cindy, in the place of maternal energy. Mother has passed, please?
No, ma'am. She's still here.
So grandmother passed. I have a woman standing above you that's maternal, like a mother's energy. Grandmother was important in the energy of your life?
Well, grandmother and aunt. My mom's sister.
And the hard sounding K or C is connected to who, Cindy, besides yourself?
C,
K or C connected to the family, please.
I mean, there's someone named Kathy in the family, but I'm not sure.
Okay. And is that on mom's side of the family? Yes, please?
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, there's. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, because I see a K or a C, and she's connected to the mom's side of the family. She's a cousin. Is that what she is, please?
She was I'm trying to think because there's two different ones, and one's my aunt and one's a sister-in-law. So I'm trying to think because there's two of them.
Okay. And your aunt who had passed, what is her name?
Dorothy.
Okay. So it is your sister-in-law, okay?
Okay.
All right. There's a connection between you and your sister-in-law that has to be settled or fixed. Is that also true, please? We are not on
Yes.
the same page with our sister-in-law. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
My guides are saying yes. All right. So they're telling me there's a disconnect here in this energy. So what I'm seeing here is there has to be more peace in the circle around you, and anyone who's not vibrating with you, we have to step aside and we have to let them go. All right?
Okay.
All right. Know that your grandmother's energy is with you. She steps forward as if she's your mother. Okay? So know
Wow, that's
it's with
awesome.
you. And your mom was having
I
problems in
appreciate
her
that.
mom was having problems in her hip, please. Something with her hip and her movement, please. They're showing me something with her hip.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, she's sick, and actually I have a stimulator put in. She's got pneumonia also.
We want to work with your mom and make sure she gets the proper care during this time as well. And be careful in her mobility because she does not feel stable and sturdy for me. Okay?
Yes, ma'am, I sure do.
All right. All right, Cindy, thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate your calling. And we send you healing from the angels, Archangel Raphael. May Archangel Raphael and the whole team of angels surround you and bring you healing at this time and assist you in finding your own power to heal. Do your best to get some more rest before we go back to work and we don't go back to relationships we have left. It's time to move forward. All right, my dear, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Get better. Bye for now. 866-972-7247. We are answering your questions all across the nation. And we have Sharifa. And Sharifa is in West Palm Beach. Sharifa, how are you tonight?
I'm fine.
Good to have you here. Thank you so much for your call. Is this your first time calling?
Yes, it is.
And how did you hear about the show?
Well, I was just driving and I turned your station just now.
Well, we welcome you. Thank you. We're glad you were able to hear us. And what station were you listening to? We always like to know.
95.9, I believe.
95.9?
Yeah, I think it's right.
Thank you so much for listening. We are glad to have you here, and you're my favorite type of call because I love knowing that people are driving in the car, cruising down the highway, and all of a sudden you hear, who's this lady? Sarah Spiritual. So welcome in. You're in West Palm. I want you to know I have a center in West Palm. It's called the Expedito Enlightenment Center. So chances are if you're in West Palm, you're not too far away from us. Have you been to our center, Sharifa?
No, but I wrote the information down.
Yes, it is going to be a good experience for you. That I promise you. Sharifa, what is your question for us tonight as we wind down the show? What is your question?
My question, which is saying, I am trying to figure out why me and why do I have to take on stuff like
Other people's burdens?
So yes.
Yes.
And I strange enough I can see stuff.
So, Sharifa, the first thing that I'm made aware of here, and this is what I see in the energy around you, is that you're very empathic and you care for everyone. And that's something that you've been doing ever since you were a little girl. And I'm made aware of a change that you want to make for yourself, for your work and career, because I feel like you're not where you want to be at this time. Is that true?
Yeah.
And I feel as if the month of June in 2023 is going to kind of open up the energy for you to make a change for work and career. They also tell me that there's something that you need to do to study to get yourself further along. Is there a thought that we would study something, a certificate or something, to further advance yourself so that you could move yourself forward? Does that make any sense to you, please?
Yeah, it does.
Okay. But what holds you back is there's so much going on, you don't have the time and the ability to focus to know what to do next. Is that also true?
That's correct.
And you have a lot of responsibility of other people upon you, and this includes family and people on the outside of the family. So you basically are the one who holds everybody up, yes? And when you were saying, why me? Okay, first thing my guide said to me is, well, why not her, Sarah? And in my head, I was saying, nobody wants to hear that, Spirit. And from that, why not you energy, I want you also to know that you have this power that you're a very, well, my guides are making you sound like you're a superpower. And that's why you take on so much. You leap tall buildings in a single bound like a supergirl. But I also am made aware that you're tired because you got left with too much on your plate and you're not getting the support to handle life the way you thought you would. Is that also true?
Yes, it is.
And I see a betrayal, a division, a separation. Is that also something that's going on around you at this time?
Oh, true.
Oh, true. I know.
Oh.
Okay. So now you're like, what have I gotten myself into, right? But now you're in so deep, you can't get out because now the ball's in motion and life has moved on and now you have responsibilities that you cannot just drop off at a street corner. Is that also true? That's true.
Yeah.
Okay. But I will tell you this, that your soul is strong enough to handle this and you are capable of earning and supporting and doing everything you need to support yourself, your family, and to move yourself forward. And I see the potential for a move. Were we thinking of making a move?
Yes.
And this move we were looking at perhaps doing it around April or May, depending on legalities of paperwork. Is that true?
Yes.
Why are you laughing? There is.
It's true.
All right. So set your intention, make it happen for yourself. And I will say to you the same thing I said to Maurice and to Kevin. Go to the website, Sarah Spiritual, see if you can take our 2023 class. Let's show you how to break out of the pattern that you're in so that you can make a shift. This is a year to step into your power. This is a year for you to advance yourself in career and increase money and abundance. And yes, you can have it all. And yes, you can do it all. You need to believe that. The universe has your back. You made a choice and put your trust in someone who could not sustain that trust. That is not your fault. It was a choice. And now you can choose to change and redirect your energy to be your own foundation right now. Does that also make sense to you?
Yes, ma'am.
It is a good time of change, my darling. So I want you to trust the process. And when people find me on the radio, in their cars, this is always what I say. You found me because Spirit led you here so that you could get the information you needed so that you could keep going.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So there's some divine intervention here for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Stop by the Expedito Enlightenment Center, pop in, take a walk around. I'll probably be in a reading, but I might catch you on the way out. But soak up the energy, get some instructions from our staff, and let's get you on track because you've only just begun, my darling. So let go what no longer serves you because it's clear sailing in the next couple of months. All right? Thank you so much for your call. We greatly appreciate you. Welcome to our family. We look forward to hearing from you again and meeting you in West Palm Beach. Bye for now.
Right.
Well, everyone, it's been a very interesting night here on Spiritually Speaking with Sarah, but we are here. We are here every Wednesday night, and who said everything has to be perfect? But I know that Spirit is always perfect, and as long as I can focus and concentrate and pull down the information, we get an answer. So we welcome you back next Wednesday night. It will be our 667th live show on national radio with all of you. And when I think about a show being measured in 30-minute increments, and we usually are doing shows for anywhere from 2.5, and for a while we've done 3 hours, that's a lot of hours. That's a lot of half hours. That's a lot of time. Because we believe in you, and we believe in the power of the divine that can transcend and transform everything around us. So believe in you. Believe there's a force around you supporting you, and know that you are so loved. Your angels and guides are with you. Our loved ones are supporting us through this time of change. Yes, it's Mercury retrograde coming to an end, but the new year and the Chinese New Year is next week. We've got new moon coming, and it really is a new world for all of us. So Happy New Year. We are moving forward, and even though the world is changing, you know who you are. Stand in your truth and love. Good night. God bless you. And I am Sarah Spiritual.
We have to listen to our heart.
This has been Spiritually Speaking with Sarah. You can hear and speak with Sarah Spiritual every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. Each week, Sarah Spiritual and Spirit answer your most important questions as you navigate through life. Listen and call in next week and let Sarah Spiritual and Spirit guide you. If you didn't have a chance to speak with Sarah Spiritual tonight, visit Sarah at sarahspiritual.com. You can message Sarah Spiritual at Facebook and follow her on Instagram. Tune in every Wednesday from 6:30 to 9 p.m. with more from Spiritually Speaking with Sarah.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. This is